All right, welcome. This is Offside Laughs here on FMS. We are going to embark on the journey once again. The UEFA Champions League yesterday gave us some shocking results. Manchester City losing to Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt are here to win a match in the Champions League this season, but they won their first game against Manchester City by 3-1. Rodri is having his first red card in the UEFA Champions League. We're talking about that. What's actually happening to Manchester City? What's the problem? Pep Guardiola. What's the problem of Pep Guardiola? And then Real Madrid. Alvaro Arbeloa Arbeloa.
Yeah.
Joe.
It's a versatile Arbeloa.
Okay.
All round Arbeloa.
Okay. Everything Arbeloa.
Collaborative Arbeloa.
Okay.
Finding balance for this team Arbeloa.
Okay.
Manager.
Scoring 6 goals. He will be charging Arbeloa.
Okay.
Bobo be count na who dey no ye kan.
Vinicius Doba
Arbeloa. Dey work kashim no.
Vinicius Doba
Arbeloa.
One can count.
Okay, Vinicius Doba Arbeloa. Free scoring Arbeloa. Man management Arbeloa. Team cohesion Arbeloa.
Nice one.
This weekend they're playing Villarreal.
Team chemistry no say about Arbeloa.
This weekend they're going to play Villarreal in the Spanish La Liga.
Simple for Arbeloa.
With probably only David Alaba and then Hoysen. If Raul Asensio's injury is confirmed, it is a centre back say then Hoysen need David Alaba. They are in the shit.
For Arbeloa.
We're talking about that. I have a guys here. CB is here, Forsness, and also Lacombe is also here. But surprisingly, 2 of them are Madrid fans, and you also have Madrid sympathizer here in
maybe a part-time
Madrid fan. In the end, there is almost Miami. And today the Champions League too. Barcelona will play Slavia Prague. They will traveling to Serbia to play Slavia Prague in there, and then Liverpool will also be playing Olympic Marseille. Would they be able to win? It's going to be a very, dicey game because Olympic Marseille haven't been too bad under Roberto De Zerbi. They will play Liverpool today.
Arsenal went to Giuseppe Meazza.
Arsenal also beat Inter Milan at the San Siro Giuseppe Meazza.
This Arsenal team looks scary.
I think
they look scary.
They look scary.
Very complete
team. They are yet to lose a game in the Champions League. They have an 100% win record. Yes. They've won every game they've played. Only 2 goals.
Yeah, very complete team.
All right, guys, let me start with you, Forsen. Since you are a sympathizer, not a fan. They scored 6.
Sure.
Alvaro Arbeloa. Afana.
What's it here? They score. When you man from she says Bodino.
Real Madrid.
Bodino.
Real Madrid scored 6. 1 against AS Monaco.
Well, I think yesterday's game was a make or break for the Madridistas. Okay. Because there was time I know I was saying so a cement no put out a certain statement in Europe with their recent fallout, their coaches, the fans, and even all the controversies that Xabi Alonso no abeje no the call. They needed to make a statement to put it out there that no, we may be down but not out. We may be down but not out. And shout outs to Arbeloa. Yesterday, fine, Vinicius and Yomane kakaka win kakadie. But yesterday I could put my hand on my chest that I saw one of the best performances from Vinicius Jr.
Yeah.
No wonder he was the man of the match.
Okay.
No wonder he was the man of the match. He put in a lot of energy, his runnings, his contributions. Although Mbappe, as usual, would steal the show on any Champions League night at the Bernabeu. But Vinicius, for me, yesterday was on top-notch form.
Okay.
Sure.
Baako mmienu mmiɛnsa enum nsia.
The last time I did share 6.
Menhyɛ dankae.
Long.
Me ankasa deɛ me hia club. Me ankasa deɛ wo bɛyɛ.
What is Spanish? What is Spanish? They can't wait. What is Spanish? What is Spanish? What is Spanish? They can't wait.
My friend Perez, I can't say.
What is Spanish?
Gotcha.
What is Spanish? What you do? Bit back on Spanish. I
as a network, I said I.
Oh, they can't wait. You try to say no. They
Spanish translation now.
Okay. And right, if you game.
Yeah.
If you game. With Alvaro Arbeloa and the Real Madrid squad, you know.
Okay.
It was a fantastic game indeed. But we were playing with a side that we got 8 to 9 games of French Ligue 1 on winning match. The last match I winning here was against Paris Saint-Germain. Monaco. Or winning Paris Saint-Germain 1-0. Or Ligue 1. Until now, when you say a big match in the Ube Puli all out say yes. Ube Bem. So Baba Ede, Ube Jumano.
Okay.
But yeah, Kasa say I'm fat from Monaco side. But Real Madrid, me who creativity be me who old Real Madrid football style, the transitional football. Say a ball now. 1, 2, 3, they do opponent 18-yard boss him. Check the first goal. It started from Adegule.
That pass from Adegule.
Straight to Fede Valverde. I know the two mama started to run. What a run from Fede Valverde, who did do 18-yard boss him, and no pushing out the man. Fede Valverde back, the man Kylian Mbappe. That was a cool. Transitional football say yesterday, yenya feni ebe pie ama opponent, I will draw back. See yenya counter break now. Pa near do 18-yard boss. I saw it yesterday. And it was very, very nice game. And like players singing, look at Adegule. Like that guy, you know. First 3 goals in goals by Vinicius Junior go nearby and none who boom go be a by be out to you boom or connect the defensive midfielders no to the attackers no like on attacking midfield now obono when say obonye pa because bo be out from defenders no G and straight to Vinicius to Master Antoine to Kylian Mbappe into like the creativity no I was through like game no who said on who game too much so then Real Madrid did their best and then you share poly 6 Vinicius Junior on form the match we make a chance say Vinicius Junior on fire why make a Champions League go
when engineer is
Obi engineer na Vinicius Junior me say Madrid no say be ye and I say Mbappe be see the best out of Mbappe and Madrid trophies ni be ko ya you say Vinicius form no so be Mbappe form now or or no because check Vinicius and Karim Benzema combo and na me hu and one selfish baby
Same time because it was one of his
and one selfish baby
no wonder he was the man.
baby also pass ni go no na nka o ya selfish be no kwa score ye nti ni selfishness no ma o ye adwuma no ma hu say yes o ye adwuma no
Lakum. Basilia, or ye Jumano, who say yes, or ye Jumano. Basilia,
fire no man, fire.
He says the other tea, me ban also be as a witch redeem. Boy,
as I compare one as I was a GC.
Look at them as to the old bar or the canal the bank master. So one of the so one of the biggest competition in club football resumes.
Yeah.
I think say a resume you see or you witness the Enra games now in because the UEFA Champions League, these big boys, you know, about Chelsea India, about UEFA Champions League, now we'll be mentioning their names among the top most clubs in Europe and so forth. So I think that Enra game was a game of roulette. For Real Madrid players, particularly for Vinicius Junior, whether he scores for reconciliation or he failed for deeper criticism, that was the game. And when we saw the match each team here, I think that many weeks you get 12 years and now and I'm fans as ever.
The overview, no.
Overview. So I think that you can. I think that the last time that we met here, I said Arbeloa has been impressive.
Sure.
It will be too early for me to say so be successful for Real Madrid. I think say the 2 games now against Levante.
About 3
games. Okay, me can the last 2 games.
The about 3 games. The last 2 games.
Mati. Okay. The 3 games now going now. We abese the game now they give out a symbolic performance now. Obe Levante match, you know. How second half no obabe dani game, you know, in terms of Real Madrid getting that balance from the creativity na banam. Obe he enwa game na e ball na Real Madrid was a balanced team. Alonso time no it won't be at the point in time no or bad the dad didn't buy. You see that Real Madrid was playing a free-flow game with a lot of chances creation, getting the opportunity to even score 10 goals and in my opinion. No? I think it's a good from you. You can say that it will be too early to say that Abelwa is going to be successful at Real Madrid, but the performance of their mind has been impressive. Yeah. And I will say a bonabaso. And other perspective of the game, you know, to Mbappe. Because I know we share the boyhood club. Monaco, and then with Timmy Showman again, Vinicius, Junambe, Dion Como, and Abel one as if so they come about me.
What I observed, it was meant to happen. Definitely in the Champions League at the Santiago Bernabeu. You don't expect Real Madrid to lose against AS Monaco.
No, not at all.
Especially an AS Monaco team. Before this game, they had a shambolic run, a poor run prior to this game.
Okay.
Also a Champions League game. When we talk of Champions League, which club do we mention?
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
They're the custodians of the
Exactly. They have the men. Monaco for now, League, French League, now more bon. We PSG for no Marseille ni Lyon for no Monaco. Almost
struggle, yeah.
You understand? Nothing. So in the Champions League, you expect Real Madrid to make a decisive statement, especially when there's a transition in terms of management. It's a new coach about the first match, Olusi, second match, he find a way to win that match. And the third match in the Champions League, that's his first game in the Champions League. But you see, what I was surprised was the team cohesion and the chemistry.
The manner at which they won the match.
Exactly. Yeah. 6 goals. You could hear it maybe on campus.
Yeah.
FMS. You could hear it maybe on campus. I was very busy. Let me change me call about. I went to report. And I'm back on back. When I'm here, in the second half, no, 60th minutes. Before the second half, it was 2.
Maybe
now I have 4.
I was surprised because I was doing one or two things. Yeah, chef was here. Maybe I'm 9 for the share goes easy.
What I say? I went back to report again.
Bye 5, 6.
Yeah, per game now 6-1. This is something Real Madrid big clubs in the year. Anytime you meet clubs that are not playing well, especially the Champions League, where that tournament is your favorite, you decide.
You see.
In the Champions League and as a World Cup, France ni Andorra ko share or Yemano 6-7. Portugal no way ko share tournament Euros. Germany 6-5.
I won't say one yard here.
Yeah. Do 2
exactly. Do 2 proper position because going forward in the knockout stage, so Bewa ko share
the big gangs, you know.
Big clubs in there. So if these clubs get to remember that against AS Monaco, Real Madrid beat them by 6-0, you'll be scared that at their good form, Real Madrid is a deadly team you are going to face, and you'll be able to cause shock. Okay. They'll be able to beat you and beat you well.
Okay, so I think you have a point.
Yeah.
But this is a Real Madrid side that this season, when share this kind of teams now, you feel the Real Madrid definitely is going to win this match. But the manner at which they're winning against this side no was not convincing.
Yeah.
Because you beat me share team. Real Madrid is going to win, but you see how Real Madrid for a pants on my winning match.
For instance, Marseille match,
you know, Real Madrid would definitely win these games, but the manner at which Real Madrid win was our problem. But Emma was convincing, in my opinion. The manner at which he win.
Penalty.
Another WWE. Hey, you're a
Hey, you can see connection. No, my player runs. Vinicius, agented Chabole. Hey.
Yeah. You see. Mbappe's composure to score the second goal.
Second goal.
That's what makes him.
That cross from Vinicius.
That pass from Vinicius. That tapping.
You see, goalkeeper neighbor, defender neighbor, but Mbappe was able to wait, compose himself. Dando, boy, keeper and carbon. Defender and
yeah.
So let me remain calm. That's what you expect from a top class finisher.
Exactly.
Like, who can you play because be playing one about next month?
Because within that moment, it's a split second.
Exactly.
Split second. Yes. Oh, Messi, I say. But for him to.
So all bounce back to the quality Real Madrid have.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, if the team is not performing, then that means it's because of certain things that are not done well at the dressing room.
Yeah, and that's why Alonso problems comes in. When I'm a Piameka, or that issue. So you see, I'm not proud to the game, you know. Medican can say it was going to be a game of roulette. Whether Real Madrid players they score for reconciliation or they feel for another deeper criticism.
Yeah.
And you see, person or analyze the game from different perspective. My listeners in the TSA, yeah. You also beginning with that historical aspect of the game.
Okay.
The last time I Real focused on Monaco was in 2004. And it was another shambolic, shameful, and disappointing result at Real Madrid. It was second leg. It was Stade Louis. You see, first leg was played at Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid 1-4-2. The second leg was Stade Louis. Real Madrid lost 3-1. What the quarterfinals? And I'm Monaco. Monaco was coached by Didier Deschamps. Yeah. They were having Fernando Morientes Gulli on the day. They came and Real Madrid for so 83. So you see, coming to this game, Real Madrid for always remember that time, you know, that 2014, that 2004 results in the Kusi or one. Okay. So what is it? It was a game of roulette said the maker. Now, proud to the game, Real Madrid for Cobo Levante. They won that game 2-0, 2-1 or 2-0. But you see,
2-0.
But you see that game, no. In as much as Real Madrid for winning, what the fans was doing was what? Booing them. Yeah. Because they feel say the players' attitude on the field and they have Real Madrid for Titro Ama Alonso Anya successful what at Real Madrid. Yeah. So you see, coming to this game, no, I read something at AS4 Eposti, and they were making 4 emphasis. They were talking about Vinicius Junior goal drought. It was Santiago Bernabeu. Okay. We say and once no be goal. Not since October 4th, 2025. No one should go Santiago Bernabeu. It's not a difficult playground for him. At the point, you know, and home of Vinicius Junior about UEFA Champions League night, and I said, "Oh, boss Santiago Bernabeu." Any them, you feel that the fans no want to cheat.
The hat-trick against Dortmund.
And Obama that performance. The last time I watched was against Villarreal. He scored twice. A few on share go bill. In terms of a game of roulette for him. So now. Either say you will score and I saw Enra say the bear you get that reconciliation, or say ube fairly. You have some more deeper criticism than the who crowd against Levante match. So I think it was a game for Vinicius Junior particularly. It was all for all the players, and a game for Vinicius Junior particularly and Awu Apelwa. But you see, game we say about as much as Obejune say Real Madrid is going to win our night UEFA Champions League for Real Madrid. They are the 15 champions and all that. Again, check his circumstances. 10 bia Real Madrid for Bisha Monaco biano. Real Madrid for either say or more suffer and I say they under pressure. 2004 was another galactic era. Ronaldo, Raul, Beckham, Zidane, this kind of big boys stand on my call assembly. But there was a pressure. Sure. Because they were not giving that performance, you know. They were complaining about their imbalance with team. And now was that same time I remember for under pressure. Sacking Zabi Alonso, appointing Abelwa, nobody believes in him. Yeah. Remember for players and Kasaba imbalance with team. Sure. So going forward, this Monaco match, you know, you see say it's what that fate echoes. Because at the point in time I issue, you know, they the same situation. You know. Yes, I be sure the same situation now. So you in as much as say Monaco, any good form, playing 9 games, not winning none, and all these things. You know. But Real Madrid, and they are playing Real Madrid. At that time, any Real Madrid, they eliminated Real Madrid from the competition. They were young, tactically brilliant from Didier Deschamps and all that. And again, a tactical still coach in a Pognoli. You see, and they are young again. And they are meeting Real Madrid that they are under pressure. So you see, as a Neymar looking similar. But on the day, I think it was one of that games that I personally feel that Alonso needs to win this match to convince Real Madrid fans. And the manner at which he be winning so will be important. True. Because going to this game, in as much as American distance, Real Madrid will definitely going to win and in UEFA Champions League night. But see, the manner at which he be winning. Real Madrid for go actually said that they be on Yarana. Real Madrid for Equa said defend them a pressure better fans in Santiago Bernabeu said that they be on Yarana. And say Sana, would the fans be convinced? No, for me. That's why Abelwa came in. I can't see. But remember the tactical aspect of the game. No, I see this 2026 manager sacking, particularly Xabi Alonso one, actually a different lesson. You see, last week we have been discussing about manager Bernard in this our era will fit in because generation behind manager successful. You can talk about the 1970s, the 1950s, where Herrera was an authoritarian manager, very successful at a point in time. A do pragmatic Jose Mourinho time, a do game management, Carlo Ancelotti time, a do tactical time. That was Pep Guardiola and all that. So in this our modernized game, the question is last week your conversation and say when and as a manager Bernard in this our era, I be successful. At a point, I personally feel say it will be that tactical still coaches. But I came to realization say no, in this our modern game, no, if so we are tactically good and order, and again nobody can convince me say tactically Abelwa is better than Xabi Alonso. Okay. There be. You said the Xabi Alonso this Bayern for Liverpool set team no written philosophy now. You see that tactically he's up there. But you see, and then my John said no. Tactically Xabi Alonso is up there. But what about Real Madrid? Obey a failure.
So can I ask, say, from the incident that happened from the dressing room, was the dressing room made a setup point for Xabi Alonso to feel?
You see, remember how?
Okay.
You can talk of say the performance doesn't look a manager because say or a failure. But you see, sure. Football is about tactics. Football is about say maybe tactically good, but still I'm fail because my manager dressing room. It's all part of it. Factors that come together, my team be winning. So in as much as you giving out the good performance, and again you having problems with your players, backroom staff, no, and also another failure. So I can jump into a conclusion say he was a failure.
Sure.
You see, and again, maybe I can say this modernized game needs a tactical, a collaborative manager. We make key points of manager needs to be less egoistic, staff driven, and again involve players in decision making and someone a strong tactical education. And I think say it will be an early days. Semama Alonso Abelwa affected this kind of factors amakanyina. But I think say ni too much samahuno just no or here do is less egoistic because onyano more any uncoachy big club that only any achievement because say me Abelwa say the Alonso because say no at a point in time I go unbeaten our Bundesliga win the Bundesliga me European Cup final only that nyama be so the only new was less egoistic than that because players were winning be channel. You see, and again, staff driven. He has been involving players. At the point in time, I Alonso said, Pintus Umra. Alonso said there be or no one staff into here Pintus. But Abel Waba, Pintus were general, or assemble different squad. And or said the idea from different so or follow another staff driven. Okay. Again, he has been involving players in decision making. Sure. At a point in time, you see him say, offer place number. No, some say, no. Game no man woman, then echo. They better move here in the game. Involve players in the decision making because someone offered no so and they feel the atmosphere at a point in time. If you say play ball man, they are technical and they will see no, if you do this, if you do that, a bit man some game, no. And again, he has been tactically good. Obian can't say so tactical. In as much as America say tactically is not up there at that same level with Alonso. No, he has been tactically there. So you see, this Alonso and Abel what change them say no, you need to be collaborative as a manager. Okay. Not necessarily be tactically good. Okay. You need to be collaborative good. Also, you know how to communicate with a new place. And at a point in time, Obeka say, fans, no. That pressure and I'm reminded for it give you out a good performance. Okay. You may have a point to prove there. To wait at me at a point, imagine what it was a fact. But you see the man at which players no ese go omoko abelo ago ha you know. It's the connection between ono and the players no. You see that the fan pressure it be play an integral for how reminded for ball no. Yeah. But see the man at which Vinicius Junior go ha again. The press conferences how Vinicius didn't have been down. What's in the press conference now after the match? All can I? What's up? At a point in time, me feel say Banabao advantage for me when we are playing there. But no, about be a course through for him. Whether you perform or say whether say obe develop and I say ebe o survive point at Banabao. At a point in time, Banabao for a pampan too much.
Okay, wrap up.
So you see tactical, but I'm called tactical aspect of the game.
I think what tactical.
Maybe yes, yeah. Maybe when Alonso say Abelo they say tactical will be on team ham TC. Remember any that imbalance with team.
Okay.
And you see Alonso time not buying. No bomb stand one. He now was disagreeing with him because that right side one Brahim Diaz that quality no team born no. Guardiola goes that quality no born. So we be say Master Antoine a new champ over. And I was say, "What any firm kakran san about do that baby so best starter." But Alonso insists playing him, and you see, he was giving the balance for Real Madrid.
Yeah,
he was giving balance for Real Madrid. So the time, I know young player Alonso was having that balance when anyone o prior no another ni balance in bio. And you see, on the balance in Real Madrid because on my act as second striker. He's a typical right wing forward. And they be all stretch up the opening defense. For other goaler to get that space now all pay for the creative force, no. Then be change him one. So you see, what the balance again. Abel will find a way be making the method no a leaky balance. At a point in time, yeah, they can say Jude Bellingham and other goaler bar, you balance, but anyway, we get that balance we want. Indefinite Ube who said no, the problem was not Abel and it was not Bellingham and Adagula. It was the new one I'm getting back at a point in time. Say, remember from Vinci, no much man. They will now find an option or one because or better on or better stretch up the game, then no matter switch game again.
Okay.
So I think tactically, Abelwa has been impressive. It is an early day to say obey.
All right, Abelwa win back one win in a church room 10 minutes. Okay, we are one of the we can't say BNC.
Oh, those are the boo.
C'est BCA. Et can't say BNC.
The first one, yeah, so the Veka.
Nandi he. Ekobusima na you credit na tem. Vinicius Junior performance on the America Bruno na Abelwa.
That was Madrid in the winning 6-1 against AS Monaco was a splendid performance, honestly. On the other side in Italy, Arsenal, who will be able to stop Arsenal in this Champions League? Because the big guys so far, he has beaten all of them. He said to play against PSG, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But he beats Bayern.
Yeah.
He beats Barcelona. No. He beats he has beaten Inter Milan.
Bayern Munich.
Bayern, yes, I forgot the name.
Inter say no Ogom.
Ogom
simple cry.
Who do you think will be able to stop Arsenal after beating Inter Milan yesterday? Let me start with UCB because Arsenal for more than they are not doing.
Big guys no moving, big fishes in Arsenal.
Okay.
We check it Bayern Munich. We had the form this season. Arsenal bono. Waba be bu Inter wo gisi premiers.
Yeah.
They say no. Me Champions League my friend say Arteta's era. I feel here now fear say when team and find BB won team find BB.
Is it the Champions League?
Even the league, the Premier League is also
I think the league will be more plausible.
But the Champions League big fishes na woman in our ball. Where Madrid is also form no na akwa BB or BB or.
Omu Barca.
It is say we share Madrid. Why?
Omu Barca.
Barcelona, me say Paris ebo Barcelona.
Listen,
so Paris ebo Barcelona. Now no we're sporting radio they Paris Saint-Germain. Arsenal game now obono. Or bought to the extent say we'll free my way by squad depth. Check the squad depth.
Agreed.
Where you free?
I think
and Declan Rice scratching chain. Who say as for the second set in there, Declan Rice is in chain.
Gabriel Jesus
on a good player. Correct player. But I think
the the film na Martinelli bishim.
But I think the early days yet. Last season Liverpool for bro ya who do anyone ma run of 16 moment man go.
The squad now was one messages some Real Madrid miracles now take it our Champions League.
Miracle be last year
apart from Real Madrid miracles now ebeba no.
Team Bian bet match.
Team Bian will bet.
Arsenal hasn't played Barcelona yet.
Barcelona
or more PSG.
Barcelona.
But I think early days here to come to conclusion say
like the way we see play ball, look at Inter Milan defense. Like look at Inter Milan. I know Inter Milan no ball game no boy. Why you say was sound or try taking the chances, but Arsenal no boys now boys in able no. Omunim de omo ye coach na show omo.
Yeah, agreed. SB have a point to prove.
You see,
because they are the most complete team that I've seen
so far.
What consider two goals? What consider two goals?
But early days because Liverpool
against Bayern Munich, the form of the Bundesliga. Yes, agreed. Also consider against Inter Milan. Sure. And look like
so far. Arsenal is the best.
Group stage in Elbow no. Champions League nyamo
yo. Liverpool. A ball.
Omo to pay you as na round 16 go man tra. Omo lose obia o.
Perfect score, right?
Round 16 gban no mo ko.
You can get your form very early.
But Champions League nyamo yo. Na nyamo yo Champions League say di agro. Round 16 gban VC nyamo.
By this time. Now Omo Cups, now they were not clever to be able to qualify from the group stage. It took their last match against Manchester City.
Yeah, it's Stuttgart.
Now say Paris will playoff.
Playoff.
Yes, they play playoff.
What about you see? It's early days to.
Remember the other day, me when you say Arsenal dear, just a miracle now. Real Madrid beat the Action. Apart from Madrid.
Miracle, babe.
Apart from
miracle.
Tactically, the near to form Arsenal be hands down.
Arsenal hands down. Last year, but see a different perspective. It was from see a different era.
Sure.
Because it was Calans like that we all were talking about a tactical astuteness. Appel which yeah, fast, yeah, Ancelotti.
But you see,
boys now do a mobile. The same route. Oh, you be a film. No, minimum say be a. I see a fool. You be not just say. Rice City. Chila fina Rice. He strike a free. My friend Joe Carey say. Look at
proper squad depth. They have proper squad.
And you know, no Chia could do bare 70 minutes. You know, you change the bar. Won't you mean James say who be Fediva Verdi free? My other one ever.
Why, Maza?
We Fediva Verdi free. My other one ever. But no, we Zubimendi a free man. We me Cameron free man or the Rice beba. Rice.
Oh, squad Bordeaux for squad depth City. You're trying to tell me squad depth. System never obey players in a play. But you go on,
man. Yes, but irrespective of that, I think Arsenal are in the best form. They are in the form of their life.
Definitely.
I don't think after Arsenal I don't think after Arsene Wenger, Arsenal has been in a better form than what they are.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's very early.
Yeah.
As to whether they will be able to sustain the performance, momentum in the run. Because you see, when you get to the quarterfinal, when you get to the knockout stages, it's not only about form.
That's true.
It's psychological nature.
Yeah.
There are certain stadiums that supporters know how to win the championship.
Yeah.
Like the Allianz Arena, for instance, you go there play in the knockout stage. The supporters can frustrate you. They will make the environment very intimidating for you.
Very hostile.
Easy. Inter okra na wakwa ko wini. Say ko rank ma ko sha quarterfinal. Say be different game o. Where? The winter for na ho mo sa no.
Especially Chelsea
different game.
That's me Chelsea. Then finally say Chelsea asakusha Barcelona and just say in the quarterfinal. Charlie said.
You didn't say a be easy.
And I me Chelsea Inter na rank asa no ba adwuma. But okay, said you can assume oba adwuma asa because boys no bobo.
Clinical no more form. Because now so come useful enough. Because they started to create chances. I mean, at the point in time they can be clinical. Yeah.
But they brought in the Esposito, that guy, not a trade to Arsenal team. No, you think, oh yeah, they obey Muntema could beat my baby because obey Muno. The chances Arsenal defense, we must scale a free, not the one number. Gabriel, boys in the squad depth in the one thing.
Okay. Quickly, surprisingly, Manchester City lost to Bordeaux. Pep Guardiola.
Then I would say Bordeaux Glimt, Manchester City. Pep got it all wrong at the start.
Okay.
Yes. For you to concede in the first 22 minutes, high press, man down. Charlie, it do baby now. I say Pep still now no. as a high pressing game. The players no more committee. Even when the threats were coming from the opponent, say omudi create chances, you should have at least toned down a bit and then realize and do a little tweaks. But now, question still now, no, we also our upper hand no game anymore. And remember, quite away, fine, weather conditions and fever, need those kind of things, those factors were there. But you should have also considered, say, going into a game like this against Bordeaux, you needed to have tweaked a little things a bit and not going all out with everything that you had. Because they lost it. They completely lost it. After they went a man down, they completely lost it. Which means players in who you tactics and instructions could be because you are a man down. They are now a bit in SUT and I say who say this is the Manchester or the Manchester City formidable Manchester team. We know there was nothing to show of that. So I think Bordeaux on the day they had their day. And they took advantage of everything that came to them, and then they had their win.
Like, maybe as I say, then Jeremy Duku, Pep, Emma Duku, it's not Chaya, my pun game now, Duku, and baby. Emma checky now, Boduku, lean, so. Like, maintaining maybe I say. Well, I was saying, could be a bit my shifty, checky, Eddie about middle.
And your money been and you been
as no, you know, really, boys, Doku's not bench full time. Like, maintain their Pep,
maybe tactically, no, who is there. Doku is not needed in this game. Wow. Tactically, from the perspective, you see, at the point is that I'm not after say he needs that creative force. You see, not necessarily so being a wide creative force. Sure. Because at the point in time, the Bordeaux Glens were doing overloads or move full bars. So here Ring and Beba, and will be facing two players. Would they be able to walk over those two? So at the point in time, only here a central creative force in Sheki. Said about or then the creative force ever penetrated when the passes. But at the point, who's there? I'm fat on the day. I'm
for the Mamouche so by.
Mamouche by
to help that central to free Haaland. But who's the do baby? Because Haaland was also missing in the game because he wasn't getting the supplies that he was supposed to get. And no occur balls nimu bia so the one to say bia mate omrana minimum ni hu over baby wasn't also found.
So Manchester City on the night were bad.
Yeah, tactically, I think
took advantage of that. Yeah. Today in the Champions League, a lot of matches are going to be played. Let me run through quickly. Galatasaray will play in Atletico Bilbao. Atletico Madrid, Karabag will play in Eintracht Frankfurt. Atalanta will play in Athletic Club, Atletico Bilbao. Bayern Munich will be playing Real Union Saint-Gilloise. Chelsea at the Stamford will play Pafos. Juventus will play in Benfica. Marseille will play in Liverpool. Newcastle will play in PSV Eindhoven. And the big game, the best thing we play in at 8 o'clock p.m. Slavia Prague will play in FC Barcelona.
Best team now the man and I say one of the man.
So I'm saying best team. Oh, say your best team. Mama, we didn't show three man.
No. I said, the best team will be playing. I don't know one can say my best team will be playing. Like I said, the best team. No, I said one of the man be.
That's on nekaza.
One of the man.
That's on nekaza. Nyo nekaza.
Seeing I am Fabiana.
There be upafade. Oh no, nekaza. One with about to be told.
What do you woman no afa?
Opo.
The best team will be.
Ah no, tuoro.
This is the best team we play.
Unti asi also count here.
Best team here.
My best team played yesterday.
Who best in the Monaco? Who best in the Chelsea? And
sure. What can you now run it through?
There be one
teams in now Obama you.
Now no can ask from the press.
Now they do on because the best team will be playing.
Ah, you know names are already best team.
Oh, best team.
So let's start.
Rafina.
The best team.
Rafina Mamu.
Madrid Masters will be playing this evening. Tell you they laugh. Will be your masters or will not be your masters?
Masters for now. Yeah, we're masters. What share you?
The best 7 matches, but I'm going to win you.
Sada, what's that done?
And I know.
And then what's that done?
It's the moment you had the car. It's
Kawasem. Oje Kawasem. Why?
There will say start. Don't visit Miami.
Kawasem.
Oh,
say don't visit Miami.
Kawasem. Why? Kawasem.
As any ever ball.
Come on to me, ba. Your masters will play today at exactly 8 o'clock.
So Zara for Bechemo. Yeah, sir.
Rafinha will be back.
And so that is it.
Your father.
Is on a
Vinicius, papa.
No Rafinha, no goals.
Rodrigo papa. Obia papa be bonya mbo ande. Enti se musi no. Manchester City.
No Rafinha, no.
Maybe I see.
goals.
Maybe I also can say. Maybe I say no more hype la me yama.
Mungo trechiri. La me ma. Nenti amembo ni se wapra.
You know, me tell say the way I see hype. The way I see hype Rafinha.
Enti omo mbebo ball na me bo mudin. Se la me yama bo bia. O sini ankala me yama ka me jisito.
Yanko
Enti
fast.
mungo tra TV echi. Rodrigo mungo kanche no. Testing na kanche say Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior Mbappe mungo tra TV echi na mo be. Kwanya Rafinha faso ochimo onmo mudi cap ni free mu nsem no.
Bobo Saba.
Bellingham Petri Zidane also the master bebo ende.
Very petit design. Petit design. Ni dinha de amaro. Atablijo ni esta pra. Atablijo ni
Petri Zidane. Go ahead the master bebo boy ende Pedri. Yeah, say Petri Zidane the ball be control result to a draw.
Na auto form na off no.
The control yeah. Oh, we have 5 minutes. And why feel pitch no so onu.
And the other. Obi we snow here Juma no.
5 minutes just
We no here Juma. No one try na better for.
Mr. Benzema 90 minutes no the clean.
Oh, Antonio Machasa make up. Correct. But Petri Zidane there. 5 minutes.
Ada football no. Ya kwa
Ebe we are here no now petit is done. About winning player of the season, La Liga player of the season. Now WJ Iniesta to.
So Oji player of the season we na aye dey.
WJ Iniesta si.
Oji the following season we na aye dey.
And
now
the first season what the GBB. Who what now was best season na once anyway. Around the top 10.
Petri Zidane there. Yeah, you ni free baby a obeye tapping no. Say I say on be bob baby a onimbo no. E ko see the same. You are not the referee. Hey man, red card. If you name one channel.
No, Chane man red card. Pedro no Chane man red card.
Inzi. Say on the only referee go. You can't say the master go. You are a control ball. You are midfielder as a ball. Or maybe every Pedro.
I come with Inzi.
So the cruise on both sideways and the we see on
90%.
Cruise. When 9 so both sideways passes are also 90% pass.
Jorginho there.
Jorginho was maybe 500%.
But I want almost on Nicky Petit Bob 10.
All right, so Barcelona versus Slavia Prague. I'm going to start with you. A very intimidating environment because the last time Barcelona played Slavia Prague was in 2019.
Yeah, they won by 2 goals to 1 away. Yeah, that period.
So I mean, the environment today too is also going to be very.
And when Slavia Prague also came to Camp Nou, it was a goalless draw.
So, enye by Rabbi Jokra, very tough match.
You see, on the Champions League night, Barcelona playing Slavia Prague, enye idea a very conversation be gidi because check the performance of Barcelona, check the performance of Slavia Prague on that in that competition now airborne, and again other competition now you see the Barcelona far ahead of them in terms of performance, history aspect, in terms of their trophies and all that. But you see, the only problem that that Barcelona will be having today is the condition, the environment condition or Silver Plaque. Their weather, not all cars in match man pay.
-6, -5.
You see, and yes, more weather na no thing. So you see, who say, "Moko Chelsea no, moko trainee or mu trainee with fiance na moko," but as Fleck and I'm meeting the press conference now, also make a training one for the players to adapt to the weather because so about weather we na say for and home grounds they know omo man weather no. So at the point in time, but I don't think say weather no be that a turning point for Silver Plaque say and into baby him. I feel say Barcelona is going to win this game. When we him say omo referee hanaba because referee anyway intimi say go. And you see Rafinha at the balance any team chemistry in Barcelona or Honman leadership quality involvement or attack and defense in balance team no. So I think so all banner will be addition for both Barcelona or many more and Omechiram in all that. And again, Lemiyama will be mixing this game bet. They have another potential in Rooney Baji and on ma there. Me in terms of the creativity force, no, unya being free order, but taking on players, creating dangerous chances. No, I think it's all that quality. So I think it's
problem. Your player they will believe.
Players.
Players
Players.
Rafinha be boy Rashford.
Now Rashford. So I think that option too no so a bit me I come.
And who money Fabian Lopez?
I think you on the day more better players, more better qualities, and better history and better that winning streak, you know, ahead of this silver play game. So I think on the day I personally feel Barcelona is going to win this game, no matter the condition and all that. Because and again, Barcelona Boba proud to the game. Normal last match, we lose 2-1. And you see, they will be eager to win this game to 10 things around and all that. So I think Barcelona is going to this game and will be winning for Benya 3 goals. Yeah.
Okay. Match we did. Any match be was what they like. It was a time be in the day. And the two now kind of real facts in the game. The bad be happen. Pemuka, the be happen because game we said the Eddie can weather condition. No, I was so moko adapt game. No, now game no Rafinha now Wabana like went me ambo society that game now. But don't you say why eager say person yeah they BB this season. We require after some match we Barcelona match on any post or post on Instagram no like ultimately say person yeah BB among say yes. Show action and kasa na obekasa obudu park ne so yeah adwuma ma say yes is the most important player. Said the Adana like Echinye Aba say who is the most important player in Barcelona setup now. ABB man say yes. He say Barcelona for do one falling in love with Rafinha because or force defensively or be force attacking wise so we say Rafinha where they be force anya hwe out 10 bi obebo afem etimi go. Nti we are expecting say Barcelona be winning game we hands down. We are investors for it because investors don't want to make us silver player. Silver player.
And I said, Modo for creative upset. Hey, running out
on a normal day, the uncle
So you let first let's do Liverpool versus Marseille.
Liverpool versus Marseille on such a night. You see, Roberto De Zerbi and a slot. Those two coaches are very pragmatic when it comes to their style of play and the tactics they put out in their games. But in this situation, Marseille form in the Champions League have been on and off. I could say almost saw the next one now. Liverpool too have been having these inconsistent results within their play within this year's Champions League. And so I think this match is going to be even. And it's going to be based on the individuals or on the personalities on the pitch. Okay. It wouldn't be more of the coaches. Coaches in the pragmatics. But it would boil down to the individuals on the pitch. They are the ones going to make the difference. And I think on a night like this in Anfield, Liverpool would need to step up. Although Marseille will be coming at them. Marseille will be coming at them very well. And say be a more better say ye jam mama maybe. But Liverpool need to step up on such a night at Anfield and make it a memorable one.
All right. So Liverpool now quickly.
So Liverpool call
away. Liverpool France.
Or France rather. Oh, sorry for that. So Velodrome also no they are going to meet a hostile situation there. Because Velodrome is Velodrome. Velodrome looks like more like Galatasaray for pitch, you know. I want to know quite you are not going to get that. So I think Liverpool also need to step up on their game at the Velodrome today for them to also, because De Zerbi can he will need to qualify this Man City team with the kind of results they picked up within this year's Champions League in the day. Results in properly into the knockout phases there. I think on also there will be question marks towards him.
Let's do Chelsea versus Pafos quickly. Just 30 seconds.
Yes, 30 seconds. So I think this is the first Champions League match for Liam Ruiz in here. I think he needs to give out that performance that every Chelsea fan will want to see. And on the day, Chelsea fans here win. no matter say boy fair or boy fair. They have been question marks on him. Say boy and fair against their last man that they played. But they won the game against Brentford, and there will be a question mark because Enzo Maresca will be giving that beautiful football for the fans to see. But in as much as now, beautiful ball, he got sacked. So I think at the point in time, you don't need to be tactically rigid in your approach. Say the at a point in time, you need to adjust yourself to be pragmatic in your way to get the result that you need. So I think personally for me, Pafos any match. Chelsea for me, and tactically he'll be here. I think Chelsea is going to win against Pafos.
I'm gonna say chat now to Chelsea fans. I'm gonna say chat now to 2021. Senegal AFCON January. I'm gonna Lampard Kofa to care day. Bye. And Nigeria so feel say I'm gonna qualify the World Cup. I'm feel say I'm gonna qualify World Cup. And UCL I'm Champions League. Into this season so. I feel so chat now to because Senegal really AFCON. Nigeria qualify World Cup. January or Pamo Maresca Kofa Brazil. Into wow say chat na ide atwa mo kama.
Chat na yeah bar chat and pie chat.
I'll go for Atletico Madrid.
Karabakh versus Frankfurt.
Karabakh Frankfurt. Yeah, bono Karabakh. Double chance Frankfurt.
Karabakh
Bohum and Oba. Ono Bohum ana Frankfurt for I said double chance Frankfurt. Double chance good.
But me, I still see Karabakh pulling out the shock because home results within the Champions League this year. Very good.
But still, I feel say
Atalanta
Bilbao. Atalanta is going to win all draw. Bilbao for someone sapa.
Atalanta. Paladino.
Who's Atlanta di?
Atalanta me the best. Home ground no more ball.
Champions League there.
See, home ground no more ball. Any opponents no mu show my neno. Bilbao for no so performance on and off and all that. So mu share teams are now they love to create almost centrally. They feel that
Champions League Atlanta boys what other 8 how more playoff. See you can see Sabia.
I want to win. Win over 1.5.
Me handicap 327. Handicap Royal Union Bayern Munich win. Bayern score more than 2 goals.
Okay.
Chelsea versus Pafos.
Chelsea win.
Okay. Juventus versus Benfica.
Nice game. You born ever to win.
Actually, yeah.
But for me, I don't see Jose Mourinho going to lose at Turin. He tell you, no. He has been there before. Who be baby? And you see, after this Benfica, side, me personally, now I thought say all corner me crying at the point of my performance. I both say I but things say the performance time is convincing for me, and I don't see him going to lose out to him. Double chance Benfica.
Juve the draw team.
Marseille Liverpool. But for me, Marseille Liverpool is going to be a difficult match. Cinema has reached him all right.
And that's going to be the match also. I would have
difficult match. But for me, you see, Liverpool for my constant performance now I believe say and as well last season they have been on enough and all that. You see, Deserbi needs to prove something to the fans today. I don't see Marseille losing. I don't see Marseille losing this game. But me, it will be over 1.5 for me. Yeah.
At the Velodrome there. I thought they were going to come up on Anfield.
Newcastle
from last 4 matches, about draw.
Newcastle never.
PSG and Eindhoven.
Goose.
Galore.
Barcelona Slovakia.
Barcelona win over 2.5. I'm the man who win here.
Barcelona will win definitely.
Barcelona win. Straight in for Barcelona.
I'm fatter than the Barcelona will lose.
Fatter
than the
Barcelona.
I went to so what I shall get glass you go fashion me.
I want to be film.
I'm fatter than the we do me share ball and say me fatter and say them fashion. Fatter for front.
All right, so guys, thank you for joining us here. This is where we draw the curtains down here on the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell, and also share for other people to also join. My name is Albertine Lopez. I did it with Forcing, CB, and then Lacom. See you, God willing, next time on the same channel. We are out.